Hello, here is some information from a Pleiadian emissary's channeling session about the spiritual community and the question of whether channeling is demonic. Part 1. Valir of the Pleiadian Collective addresses the question through a channel transmission received on April 14th. The session explores the historical and spiritual context of channeling while emphasizing discernment over blanket condemnation. Early humanity maintained a porous relationship with subtle realms. This included dream, symbol, intuition, and communion. Channeling appeared as a spectrum of reception through priestesses, prophets, healers, and ordinary individuals. Initial cautions focused on protecting the human instrument from distortion. Causes included ungrounded perception, grief, fear, or ego. Warnings aimed at seeking power, bending realms to egoic desires, or mistaking fascination for wisdom. Warnings did not target prayer, revelation, or higher intelligence through a loving heart. Over time, discernment hardened into institutional control. Priesthoods and empires sought authority over revelation. Guidance turned into monopoly. Spirituality shifted from living discernment to managed control. The Christ stream opened the heart. The stream deepened communion and direct source relationship. Layers of power, fear, and doctrine confused protection with suppression. Distortion flattened nuanced experiences such as contemplation, intuition, and channeling into one fear category. The flattening ended inquiry and enabled blanket condemnation. In modern times, the accusation that channeling is demonic spread due to portability, emotional charge, and repetition. Digital ecosystems designed for reaction over contemplation amplified the spread. The accusation mirrors patterns the accusation opposes. The accusation redirects sovereignty to external authorities. The accusation fosters dependency and fear. Social media amplifies the accusation through echo structures, identity-based communities, and coordinated networks. The amplification creates false consensus via repetition and emotional urgency. Condemnation often stems from inherited worldviews settled into the nervous system, emotional body, and sense of safety. Condemnation acts as a defense against identity destabilization. Argument rarely liberates. Forgiveness is key. Forgiveness recognizes condemners as frightened recipients of older fears. Part 2. Every human is already a channel. The body serves as receiver and transmitter. The heart receives fields. The mind receives thoughts. Dreams bring symbols. Intuition guides movement. Conscience orients toward truth. Discernment focuses on the channel's attunement, vessel coherence, sovereignty, and fruit. Fruit includes love, truth, humility versus fear, dependency, grandiosity. Channeling is a family of receptive processes across a continuum. The continuum ranges from gentle movements like intuition and prompting to fuller transmissions like teachings and symbols. Translation involves the receiver's filters such as cultural background, emotions, and maturity. Transmissions carry human texture as a result. Sovereign practice includes declaring consent. The declaration states only that which serves truth, life, love, coherence, and alignment with Source may enter. The declaration applies before meditation, sleep, or digital engagement. Threshold states such as dreams, trance, or grief widen channels. Reverence and stewardship prevent manipulation in those states. Clean channeling preserves sovereignty. Clean channeling returns to inner divine connection. Clean channeling avoids hierarchy or cults. Clean channeling embodies wisdom without performance. The role of starseeds and lightworkers involves embodying coherence. The role includes asking living questions, forgiving without opposition, and stabilizing fields through presence rather than combat. Digital discernment means feeling content before amplifying. Digital discernment includes refusing to feed division and governing online presence with clarity. Receptivity is innate to humanity. Distortion arises from lack of discernment rather than reception itself. The spiritual community faces infiltration via fear-based simplifications, institutional control, and digital amplification. Ascension receives support through DNA transformation, crystalline energy shifts, unity consciousness, and Pleiadian unconditional love. The emphasis rests on sovereignty, compassion, and returning authority to the inner source connection. A great reversal is underway. The reversal shifts from old systems of confusion, borrowed authority, emotional capture, fragmented identity, and fear-based perception to new systems of remembrance, self-governance, compassionate authority, discernment, and direct source communion. Earth returns to the role as a library of consciousness for harmonious exchange of wisdom and intelligence rather than hoarding through control. Individuals serve as anchors of love, clarity, peace, and higher intelligence. Individuals stand tall, bless the fearful, protect dream space, guard fields, trust inner knowing, speak life, and embody the pillar of light with a calm mind as proof of unmanipulable sovereignty. Thank you for listening. I hope this information was interesting and helpful. Goodbye.